revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw on second and 6. Jones completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Miami.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Switch gears. Hey, exit. Hard. Get it.
Off play action. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Ballage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
I got you. Hey, high 7. Shoot.
Jones now operating from the gun. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Mack. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, check safety, check safety.
Now Brissett hits his target, the tight end Mo Alley Cox. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
A loss of a yard.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On third down, Brissett. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brissett now. And his pass incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, watch that.
They'll throw again. Brissett. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Naeem Hines, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. He finds West. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing, Jones. He'll run it. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey. You 2 jet bombers. You 2 jet bombers. Fine.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's an excellent run right there on 2nd and long. Didn't get back all of it, but a huge chunk. Now they're in 3rd and manageable and back on schedule and trying to pick up a first down.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Jones being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Here we go. 10-2 soft. Hey, Haywood.
Right there.
General West.
Right there. 54.
Get it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Johnson's got it complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Well, he's going to go for it all. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
14-7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
At the Colts 29-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jones operating from the gun. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Brissett sets to throw it. Going deep here for Bryant. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike. Switch. Yo, check Mike 21.
Brissett. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. This is taken at about the 14. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take.
And got his man complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's a run with Balaj. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
At the 35-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, Brissett. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it then. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Tight right. 3 down. Go. Motion. Check. Shift. Ball trot.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jones now, off the play fake. Complete to Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 31. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. They go to Johnson again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Campbell making the catch. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first down throw for Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? I got him. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Get him on. West.
Again, it's Brissett. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Blue Dan. Mike 55.
And in the air once more, it's Brissett. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
And the Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Brissett now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Brissett again. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Watch the screen.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returnable for Grant. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Recon, 132 fighter. I'm here all day. Check. Fresno. Check.
They run it with Balaj. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Jones, off play action. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. To throw is Brissett. Throw left side here complete to Campbell. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
51's the mic, boy. 51. I got it. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll run with the former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jordan Wilkins, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go!
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football. High percentage throw.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Dolphins. 52 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run here with Balaj. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
54. Go. 54. Hey, orbit. Screen, watch the screen.
Jones operating from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. First down, Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now he'll escape to his... And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
55's Mike, guys, 55. Let's go. Hey, check right.
Here's Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Dolphins, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.